You're very welcome back. Now, minding your skin is something that should never be taken lightly. And to maintain a healthy glow, a good skin routine does need to be in place. So here to show us some of the key products that we should include in our day-to-day skin regime is the skin nerd herself, Jennifer Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear. So these are ways to make our skin glow, because everybody wants that glowy, dewy, you don't need much makeup look.
Absolutely. An awful lot of people would say they want to feel lifted and firmed and toned and dewy, and that's what we have today. So they're
Can
nice
you get
words
that
for
in a
a
bottle?
Friday. You can.
OK, good stuff. So what have we got first?
So the first thing is, number 7 are constantly revolutionising the industry, and they're bridging the gap between what you get in a facial versus at home. So basically bringing your facial workout to your home, which is brilliant because we don't always have time to get treatments done on the regular. So the first product that they brought out just this week is the number 7 Laboratories Firming Booster Serum. So the booster serum, the name says it, it's firming. What I quite like about it is that they have what we call penta balls inside it.
Ooh.
So how you apply it is something that we've spoken about before, like a lymphatic drainage technique. So the technique, or the actual, I suppose, device itself is actually going to be really draining and anti-puffiness, but the ingredients inside it are far more potent than what you would normally find on the high street. They've 2 types of hyaluronic acid in there. I won't get too nerdy, but it means it hydrates deeper down within the skin and superficially within the skin. But why I particularly like it is that an awful lot of companies will bring out products that are stimulating your collagen, whereas this stimulates your collagen and your elastin. So your elastin is when you start to feel dropping within the skin, whereas collagen is when you see a line or a wrinkle. Often they're kind of coupled together, but they're actually totally different proteins within the skin. So within a 2-week period, the studies show that you will see a difference within your skin whilst using it.
And when you say hyaluronic acid, can that be used every day?
Yes, absolutely. So you're right. So the word acid would often kind of alarm people slightly, but actually you naturally have hyaluronic acid within you. From 30 onwards, it goes a little bit into decline, but we won't talk about that.
So the more you can add in, the better.
Even better. But it's just like water. It's like moisture for the skin. It's not an acid in an exfoliating capacity. And how you would apply this is up, 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 and then outwards, outward, outwards. But it's all clinically trialled, so you can actually apply it to the forehead. They just haven't done the test to support it. But yeah, I suppose for me, you know how nerdy I am. I like to know that the product does its job, has great ingredients in it, and actually has science behind it to say it does what it's saying it does, as opposed to marketing claims.
And they launched that this week with this second product you have there as well, with Amanda Byram, and she is the face of no Botox. She's like, you don't need it, there's other things that you can do.
I'd never met her before. Phenomenal brand ambassador for the company to have, because she just exudes like elegance and is completely natural, and she really is into, I suppose, she kind of embodies the wellness lifestyle. She jet sets between LA and London, so she's very much into kind of minding herself. So we spoke about this, so I was working with her this week as well, and this is the second product. So it's the number 7 Dark Spot Corrector Booster Serum. So an awful lot of the time, women,
she-males.
No, people tend to like foundation because it evens out your skin. And you know when you look in the mirror and if your skin is the same colour throughout, you feel a bit fresher in yourself. So sometimes lines and wrinkles aren't the thing that can bog somebody down. It can actually be discoloration, and you often find pigmentation around the higher part of the eye, upper lip. You can get it on your hands, anywhere really.
Even the redness around the nose, is that the same kind of thing, or are you talking more dark circles?
Yeah, so pigmentation in skin world would usually mean what people might call freckles, but are actually, it's darkening of the skin. So if you look at your skin on an area, say the inside of your arm, where it's never really exposed, that's probably your natural skin colour. But then just through light and life and so on, it does become a little bit darker in certain areas. So what this particular product does, again, is that you apply it to the localised area. So let's say I had what people call an age spot or freckles along here, and it just generally starts to lighten and brighten the area. Now, a lot of ingredients will lighten and brighten, but what we want to do is change the chemical reaction that's happening, and that's the science behind this product, that it will prevent further pigment and help with past pigment. So it's a double whammy.
Good stuff. Love a bit of science.
Bit of nerdiness.
Up next, we've got this Cica Repair Sleep Paste.
Yes. Well, that just says
I mean,
yes,
that just says sexy Friday night action.
But I love it because it says sleep, so it sounds like that's not too hard of a work. So yeah, so your Cica Repair Sleep Paste, so your good skin guide. I like this concept because it's actually using thousands of women, like real life women, give feedback into a database, and then the company compiles it and goes, right, well, this is what people want. So they're truly listening to the audience and always bringing out products that are not that they're trendy, but they're consumer driven. So I think that's a very clever and unique concept. So what this has has is green tea in there, lots of antioxidants. So you would carry on, you carry on your day as normal. You'd have your cleanser, your serum, whatever you're doing. And then last thing at night, you'd apply this all over. So it comes with a little brush. You know I love hygiene. So I love this little brush because it's like a plastic spatula.
Without the fingers.
There's no bristles in it because it actually terrifies me that those bristle brushes are maybe not the most hygienic thing you could apply.
I don't want to look in my makeup bag.
I don't. So it's just really cooling and calming and anti-inflammatory. So you wake up the next day. So to explain it, you literally sleep in this mask. So it's a paste, I suppose is how they call it, and you can feel that texture.
Yeah.
It's just packed full of goodness, really hydrating. Wake up the next day and your skin just feels an awful lot fresher.
Now, is that all in your hair, all over your pillow, but anything for the good skin?
Well, for the good skin, yeah.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. You've applied quite a generous amount.
Okay.
You need like an awful lot less than that. And if you put it on even 3 to 4 minutes before you go to bed, that's absorbed in.
Okay, now I love this product.
First date, I think you should definitely consider doing that.
Definitely latch that on.
Me.
And then toothpaste on your spots.
Of course, yes.
This is a gorgeous product. I love it. Love the smell.
Stands the test of time. I love the smell, Claire. You're gorgeous. I love it. So the product, I adore this. I really do adore this. I think it's an all-rounder cleanser. If you're not really sure what skin type you are, what condition your skin is in, and you want something that will take the makeup off or take your day away, this is an ideal solution. So it's Liz Earle's Hot Cloth Cleanse and Polish. So the cleanse is actually the product itself. You can smell it. It smells divine, which is why I think you're commenting on it. So it has chamomile and eucalyptus in there. And yeah, it is. It's really refreshing. And sometimes the word eucalyptus can put people off because you think, oh, eucalyptus is quite a pungent smell, but it's enough to know that your skin is clean. And then they have their muslin cloth, which is their polish. So
now, how hot should you have that? Because I did hear from somebody, don't have it too hot or it'll give you those capillaries, burst capillaries.
Well, once or twice, if you have too extreme of a temperature, you're not going to get capillaries. But if on an ongoing basis, you're one of those people that gets into the shower, turns it up to 10, and you're literally boiling yourself alive, possibly going to cause a few capillary damage. However, for this, so you would literally cleanse for a good 60 seconds, take your day away, and then using a muslin cloth like this, so that's why they sell them together in the packaging, can get them individually, but more so together, you're literally going to remove the day. So sometimes people, you often see at the ads on television, they kind of sprinkle the cleanser and, you know, then they splash it off, like, it's not off your face.
Yeah.
This is going to really thoroughly remove it for you. But temperature-wise, tepid. Tepid to warm is perfect. It doesn't have to be boiling.
Rinse it out and go again, because sometimes I do that and then I go to the white towel and, like, there's still makeup on the towel.
Yeah, there's a residue. That's why I like that it's white. Because people say to me sometimes, I don't know if I like the idea of it being white, but like you shouldn't be afraid of it being white because if you're cleaning your face properly, it's going to be fine. And just put it in the washing machine.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
So keep going until that comes out clear.
Exactly.
Okay.
And make sure you remove everything and then put that in the washing machine and away you go. So you do, and the name says it, you feel clean and polished. So you feel really nice and fresh.
Now, speaking of name, Olay here. We're not sure whether we just say casually Olay or Olay. I think that's the Irish in us.
Yeah, exactly. So this started off, so this particular gentleman was a dancer and he was travelling the world and he lived in Indonesia for a while and he unfortunately suffered with what we call cystic acne, which is a medical condition. And at the time, he found a facialist that was hugely into Ayurvedic and herbs, and that's exactly what this whole premise of this brand is about. So it's a vitamin C. You know that I love vitamin C.
Yeah.
You are a human, you do not make vitamin C. And when watching as a human, we do not make vitamin C.
And it's great for anti-ageing, isn't it?
Fantastic for anti-ageing, really cooling, lighting. So this particular little baby, the official name is C Rush Brightening Gel Cream, and you can feel it. It's very lightweight. Coming into the summer months, thankfully, you don't want something really heavy, but you still want to get really active forms of vitamin C into the skin, and that's what this has. And
when do you put that on? Is that like a night cream? Is it under your SPF?
So either or. So I love that you're obviously presuming everybody's going to wear SPF.
Indeed.
So in the dream world, I would ask people to put this on under their SPF because vitamin C is a natural SPF. So by putting it on underneath your SPF, you're actually going to get better benefit from it and the SPF. So together they're a great tag team. And with all of your products, like, should you mix and match? Does your face get used to things, or should you try and stick to what you know works for you? For a bit of column A, bit of column B. I know that's not the answer you want me to say, but I think it is trial and error. I think it's understanding your skin and how your skin behaves. Like you and I often talk before we come on live on air, and we have such different ways to react into the same product. For me, it's about getting the key ingredients into the skin. I think everyone needs hydrating ingredients. Everyone needs to cleanse properly. I do think vitamin C is a game changer for everybody's skin. So it's finding, for example, is this the correct vitamin C for your skin concern, your texture, and also your budget. But I don't think you have to chop and change. You have to be committed to a product. So like give this, like this is clinically proven that within 12 days you'll see a difference. But go 28 days, go 56 days, take a photograph when you start something like this, take a photograph a month later, and you should see like measurable differences, but not often, you know, the wow factor that they often portray. Not in this situation, because the wow factor does exist, but sometimes I find skincare can be too marketed, and that's why I tend to always talk about products that
before and after
are
is a
clinical.
really good idea, because you don't see the benefits
and
in the
we're
mirror
emotionally
sometimes.
attached to our skin, so if you take a photo, you're taking a step back and a little bit more kind of impartial, if you will.
Good stuff, as always, Jennifer.
Thank
you very, very much. Now, coming up after the break, best-selling author John Connolly joins us with his 17th novel in his popular Charlie Parker thriller series. It's called Book of Bones. See you soon. Stay tuned.